Welcome to Step 3, Horizon Scanning. In this step, we'll explore how to identify drivers of change, weak signals, and uncertainties that shape the future landscape. By mastering these skills, you'll be better equipped to anticipate challenges, spot opportunities, and navigate an uncertain future. As the third step in the 10-step Multiverz Actionable Futures Process, we sharpen our ability to detect early signs of future trends. Here, we're not predicting the future, we're positioning ourselves to shape it proactively within our strategic framework. In the words of William Gibson, the future is already here, it's just not evenly distributed. Just as the quote suggests an uneven distribution of future developments, horizon scanning helps us identify these emerging patterns and innovations in their early stages before they become mainstream or widely distributed across society. Let us first understand what horizon scanning is. It is the systematic process of looking for early signs of potentially important developments. It's like being a trend detective, constantly surveying the environment to spot emerging issues, opportunities, and threats that could shape our future. This practice helps organizations prepare for what's coming and make better informed decisions. There are three key concepts in horizon scanning. First, let us understand the drivers of change. These are fundamental forces that have the potential to significantly alter the future landscape across multiple sectors over extended periods. For example, the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, climate change, or aging population are major drivers of change, potentially reshaping industries, the nature of work, and future policies. Now let us try to determine the drivers of change. They are pervasive, ongoing forces that shape our future. They typically have a broad impact across multiple sectors, exert influence over extended periods, and interact with other drivers, creating complex effects. Let us consider the following example. The shift towards remote and hybrid work models is a significant driver of change. This trend will impact real estate markets, urban planning, energy consumption, and technology advancements. The second concept is uncertainties. These are factors or events whose outcomes are unclear but could significantly impact future scenarios. For example, the long-term effects of AI on job markets and wealth distribution are uncertainties. Will AI lead to widespread job displacement or create new opportunities? These questions help us identify key uncertainties critical for planning flexible and resilient strategies. Let us now understand how to recognize uncertainties. When identifying uncertainties, consider areas where current trends might diverge or conflict, potential wildcard events with low probability but high impact, and factors that could evolve in different ways, leading to vastly different outcomes. Finally, let us understand the third concept, weak signals. These are subtle early indicators of potential future changes. They might seem insignificant now, but could grow into substantial trends. For instance, the increasing use of AI-powered chatbots in customer service roles could be a weak signal pointing towards more widespread AI integration in various job functions. Now let us understand how to identify weak signals. When looking for weak signals, consider small-scale events or developments that seem unusual at first sight, emerging patterns or trends just beginning to form, contradictions to the established norms or assumptions, and novel ideas or innovations challenging the status quo. To capture a comprehensive view of the future, we use the PESTLE framework. This helps us categorize our findings into 6 interconnected domains, which are political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Let us understand this with the help of a simple example. The rise of generative AI tools is primarily a technological development, but it also has implications for economic, for example, potential job market disruptions; legal, for example, copyright issues with AI-generated content; social, for example, changing educational practices and skill requirements; political, for example, debates over AI regulation and ethics. What is the connection between these three concepts? Drivers of change shape the broad landscape, uncertainties determine the possible outcomes, and weak signals give us a sneak peek into the changes on the horizon. Together, they provide a powerful lens to navigate the future. Let's consider climate change. It's a driver of change that impacts multiple sectors. The effectiveness of mitigation strategies represents key uncertainties. Meanwhile, early adoption of large-scale battery storage technologies acts as a weak signal indicating a shift towards renewable energy dominance. Now let's dive into the provided form to document your findings. On the main page of Step 3, you'll find 3 sections: Drivers of Change, Weak Signals, and Uncertainties. In the Drivers of Change section, identify key drivers shaping your challenge's future. These could range from technological advances to societal shifts. Next, to ensure a comprehensive view of potential futures, you're required to identify a minimum of 5 weak signals and 3 uncertainties across the 6 domains. You can complete either section first based on your findings. First, let's document the weak signals you identify in the provided form. For each weak signal, you'll need to choose a suitable PESTLE domain, then give it a descriptive title. Add the date of the weak signal being published. For example, the date of the news article and other resources. Provide evidence that weak signals are emerging. Then describe the potential implications of this weak signal. Next, scroll down to assess its impact, level of uncertainty, probability, and timeline for this weak signal to evolve into a strong trend. Don't forget to include additional notes, tags, related weak signals, and citations for further exploration and credibility. Last, add URLs and supporting documents as references. Finally, click Add Weak Signal after completing all the information. Now, let's document the uncertainty in the provided form. First, choose a suitable PESTLE domain, then write down a title and give a short description. Next, list the key drivers for this uncertainty from the drivers of change identified in the previous screen. Then briefly describe the potential impacts of this uncertainty. After that, scroll down to assess its impact, level of uncertainty, probability, and time horizon of this uncertainty. Include additional notes, if any, tags, and citations for further exploration and credibility. Last, add URLs and supporting documents as references. Finally, click Add Uncertainty after completing all the information. You'll be brought back to the main screen of the third step. Next, you can add more weak signals and uncertainties. All inputs for weak signals and uncertainties will be shown on the main page as well. You can add more URLs and documents, if any. Then write additional citations needed. Last, if you used generative AI in the process, share the tool and prompts that you used. We now have a good understanding that horizon scanning is about broadening our view to capture early signs of change, key uncertainties, and influential drivers. By researching all 3 elements, we create a comprehensive picture of possible futures. Together, these elements allow us to build a nuanced understanding of potential futures, identify opportunities and risks, and develop robust, adaptable strategies, turning insight into action. Now it's time to dive in. Keep an open and curious mind and start your horizon scanning journey. Happy scanning!